साउंड साउंड क्लियर है? Okay, please confirm first about the voice. Am I audible? Welcome to PM Networking YouTube channel. I'm live on YouTube. 7 people are watching. Please confirm. I'm audible. I'm audible. Today is Sunday. Let's talk about network design and configuration. Designing and configuration, right? With real time example. Today in this live session, I will talk to you about network designing. Especially we will focus on campus area network designing, like the network of bank, network of college, university, enterprise, corporate. Trinu Kopik. Yes. Thank you so much, brother, for the confirmation. Thank you so much for joining this live session, for following PM Networking YouTube channel. Now, the second thing is please like the video, hit on like button once so that YouTube will send the notification to others network engineer as well. They can also join this live session. And after that, definitely we'll directly jump to our topic. Topic is very important, right? If you are a network engineer or if you are planning to become a network engineer, this topic, network designing and configuration, is so important, right? So definitely it is going to be helpful for you if you are going to join this session till the last. Definitely you will learn something about network designing. You will learn some new things today about the enterprise network. Please like the video once. 15 people are watching. Only 2 likes are there. Now 6 likes. Thank you so much. This is the power of technology. See, I'm sitting here in Surat, Gujarat, India. Someone is sitting in Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai, Bangalore, US, Canada. Right? When I'm asking you to like, you're liking. Can you guys type your city name in the city name in the chat? Let me see your city name. Please type your city name in the chat once. Type your city name in chat. Just I wanted to know from where people are joining me. Just I want to know from where people are joining me. Am I? Just I want to know from where people are joining me, people are watching me. Type your city name once in the chat. Vijayawada. Okay. Great. Andhra Pradesh. Saudi. Majrali. Saudi. Lagos. Type your city name once in the chat. Andhra Pradesh. Okay, thank you so much. People are joining from the different countries, from the different cities, and this is the power of technology, right? And as a network engineer, you are working on the network only, and it is possible just because of network. The next thing which I want to ask you is, guys, what do you think about network designing? As a network engineer, is it important for us to learn, or it's only important for design engineer, like for the architect who are going to design the network? Or even if you're a network engineer or NOC engineer working in the operation, right, NMS, doesn't matter where you are working as a network engineer, but not in the architect part, not in the designing part, then is it important for you to learn network designing or not? After that, I am also going to share my perspective. What do you think? Is learning network designing is important? Is learning network designing important for network engineer? For someone who is working in the NOC, right? Their job is just monitoring the network, maybe checking the logs. They are just monitoring the WAN links, or their job role is just troubleshooting the issues in the network. For them, is it important to understand the network designing? Okay. What do you mean by network designing? We'll discuss that. We'll discuss that. What is network designing? Designing means the process or construction of network. But before designing the network, there are few things which you need to keep in mind. Every time, doesn't matter you are designing a small network for a small organization, or even for your home, or for the medium sized company network, or for a large company network who have thousands of branches across the globe, doesn't matter. Every time when you are designing a network, it's very important to keep few things in mind. Like you must should check about the scalability, about the reliability, about the high availability, redundancy. These are the points which you need to keep in mind before designing the network. And how network designing knowledge is going to help you to troubleshoot the issue? It will definitely help you if you know the proper network designing, and if your network is designed properly in the well structured manner, you will get better performance. It will help you to troubleshoot the issues very easily. Quickly you can solve the issues. If you are thinking, Praful, why I will troubleshoot the issues? AI is there. Who will do every task for me? Definitely that is fine. AI is there who can deduct the issue and can even fix the issue. But you have to integrate the AI. You have to use the AI. As a network engineer, you are going to operate the AI. Guys, 20 people are watching me here on the YouTube. 20 people have already joined, but there is only 11 likes. So please requesting you, it's a humble request to like the video once, so that others network engineer can also get notification. They can also join. They can also learn. We are like-minded, right? We are like-minded people. We should support each other. And definitely, I also need your support. Just because of support only, I am here today. 78,000 subscribers are there on this PM Networking YouTube channel. Lakhs of IT professionals are learning at PM Networking, are learning and growing their professional life. You are also one of them. I'm able to see here in the comment section so many members are there who are already joined the membership program. Like, are the member of PM Networking YouTube channel means you have access of all the videos, complete MPLS playlist, complete ASA playlist, complete Palo Alto configuration playlist, complete SD-WAN configuration playlist, complete routing and switching playlist. And every week I am uploading at least one video for member, right? For members only, premium videos that is not publicly available. So thank you so much to every members who are the member of PM Networking channel. Once again, thank you very much. Amit Kumar, Delhi. So I think you are the member from long time. I'm able to see the different color of logo on your profile. What is BGP? BGP is a internet protocol, border gateway protocol, also known as internet routing protocol. used to select best path between the cities, estates, or countries. So yes, answer is knowledge of designing is mandatory. You should have the basic knowledge of network designing. Doesn't matter you are working as a network engineer or architect or the NOC engineer or the security engineer. If you have the knowledge of designing, the good knowledge of designing, you can optimize the network very easily, right? If an user is complaining that he is facing some issue, right, or not getting the better experience while using the company application, that means there is not complete down, but performance issue, slowness, or maybe packet loss is there. How you can understand that where is the issue? Why customers are not able to access application smoothly? If there is complete connectivity down, right? Network is crash, that is fine. That is different thing. But what I'm saying, if network is not down, not completely down, not crash, network is up, but packet loss is there, slowness is there. In that case, if you know the even basic network designing, it can help you a lot to identify the issue. Issue can be related to physical connectivity. It might be possible that we have connected the devices without following any structured, without any planning, and the configuration. How you are going to create the VLANs, how you are going to configure your network, the OSPF configuration, HSRP configuration, VPN configuration, NAT configuration, right? So the performance depends on two things. First, how you have designed your network and how you have configured your network. If you have designed your network in a well manner by using the proven design, which is already proven that okay, if you are going to design network in this way by following this structured step method architecture, then you will get better performance, then you will get scalability, then you will get redundancy, high availability. There are some proven architecture for network designing. You must have heard about three-tier architecture or a spine and leaf in the data center, two-tier architecture. These are the architecture recommended by Cisco for enterprises company. Here when I am saying can campus area network, I have one question. Let me ask you this question. My question is, when I am saying can campus area network, guys, there are only two types of network based on topology. There are only two types of networks based on topology. First one is LAN, second one is WAN. LAN and WAN. When it's come to network designing, then it's very important for you to understand the types of topology, types of networks. So what I'm saying, there are only two types of network. One is LAN and one is WAN. And we didn't divide network based on user or based on device or based on protocol or services. No, not at all. We divide network based on area, domain. If my network is implemented in a small geographical area, that will be always and always considered as LAN. And if we are going to implement network in large geographical area, that will be always considered as WAN, wide area network. My question to you is this: can campus area network is not a topology defined network, first of all, right? It's a human defined network. We have defined this type. And question is here, can comes under which type of network, LAN or WAN? There are only two types of network based on topology, LAN and WAN. And question is, can is a human defined network, and this type of network comes under which category? It comes under LAN category or WAN category. Which dynamic routing protocol are using in the production? The multiple routing protocols are in use in the production, right? BGP, OSPF, BGP for the external between the organization in the service provider, right? Even in the ISP side, ISIS protocol, and in our LAN, we are using OSPF routing protocol, right? So most important routing protocols are these two, OSPF and BGP. OSPF is for internal, for your inside network, for your private network, for your LAN network, and BGP is for WAN network, you can say. Guys, tell me, CAN comes under LAN or WAN? It is LAN network or WAN network? It's a LAN, right? Absolutely right. CAN is a type of LAN, local area network. Means when it's come to campus area network, that means there is no any involvement of service provider. Maybe we have 3 buildings and all the buildings are connected together. LAN, Mumbai, Rohit. Thank you so much, Rohit, for sharing your city name. What I'm saying, when I said CAN, when I say CAN means campus area network. That means I'm talking about LAN. And in the LAN, we are not going to talk about service provider network, means public network. There is no any involvement of public network here. Maybe multiple buildings are there in a campus, right? For an example, college. In one college, there are 3 buildings. One is engineering, one is MBA, and one is, let's say, finance. So I need to connect these 3 buildings. Do you think we will use service provider to connect these 3 buildings together? No. Absolutely no. We are going to form LAN, local area network. CAN is type of LAN only. In the LAN, how you are going to connect the buildings, 3 buildings together then? Let me give you one example here. Till then, if you know, you can write your answer in the comment section. I am checking your comment. I am checking your comment here. Many people are saying LAN, local area network. This is absolutely fine and right. You are right. CAN comes under LAN, local area network. Guys, only 17 like. Please hit on like button once, please. It's a humble request. And let me give you one example what I am saying. I'm talking about campus area network, CAN. I'm talking about CAN, campus area. Campus area network. My question to you is this. For an example, in one campus, there are 3 buildings. Building 1, building 2, and building 3. Inside each building, you will have LAN. Inside each building, you are going to form LAN, local area network. You know this. My question to you is this: how we will connect these 3 buildings together, Praful? How we will connect these 3 buildings together? Will you use service provider Airtel? Are you going to pay to Airtel to connect these 2 buildings together? If these all 3 buildings are inside the same campus, will we use service provider? Yes or no? Yes or no? Type yes or no in the comment section, in the chat. If you are thinking yes, Praful, service provider is required to connect building 1, 2, and 3 together, then type yes. If you are thinking no, Praful, here we need to connect 3 buildings inside same campus, we don't need service provider. We'll talk how LAN users will access internet later. I am not talking about the internet access right now, or I am not talking about the cloud access, right? How you are going to access the cloud. That is secondary thing. In this live session, we are going to discuss that only, right? I'm going to talk about complete campus area network. Complete campus area network means all the buildings, inside the building multiple departments, They all are able to communicate between the buildings. Also, they are able to communicate. It might be possible that in the campus I have one a small server room. So server room should be at central place, so that all the from all the building distance to reach server room should be same equal. If that will be at centralized place, all the user will get same latency, same speed, right, same bandwidth. Then how all the buildings will reach to other side? If I have some application in data center for an example, or if I have some application on the cloud on AWS, then how users will reach to that? So many people are saying no, 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 sir. Very good. Then my next question to you is, if no, then how you will connect these three buildings? How you will connect these three buildings? Which type of cable you will use, and which layer will get connected? Which layer will get connected? First of all, forget about the layer. Tell me which cable you will use to connect these three buildings. Which cable we will use to connect inside the building? I have PCs, I have servers, right? Any end devices. It can be PC, it can be server, it can be IoT devices, it can be printer, right? It can be CCTV camera, it can be any end device. And then you will have some switches or access point maybe. Let's say this is AP and this is my switch connected through. Then might be possible here you will have distribution layer switch, D switch, one connected like this. Similarly, here also I have same design, same network, same local area network. AP, and here also we have same design. Freelance. Question to you is this: which cable you will use? Which cable to use to connect these buildings? I'm giving you the option as well. If you need option, fiber man. Fiber cable need high maintenance. Always remember this, right? Even fiber cable provide higher data transfer rate, higher speed, but that need high maintenance as well, right? If I am going to connect fiber cable over here, right? This is the fiber cable. So you have to make sure that you will not bind this cable. No one will walk on this cable, right? Maybe you have to put the cable under the ground. Under the ground. It is not necessary that every time we will use fiber cable here. Fast Ethernet cable, fast Ethernet, or why not gig Ethernet, Giga Ethernet? Why not Giga Ethernet? Why fast Ethernet only? If distance between the building is below 100 meter, below 100 meters, you will always and always find Ethernet cable. It can be fast Ethernet, it can be Giga Ethernet, or it can be Ethernet. If distance is below 100 meter. Praful, why? Sometime you will also find the fiber cable. I'm not saying that every time you will find Ethernet only. Fiber cable is also possible, but what I told you, for higher data transfer rate, I can have a fire cable, but fire cable need more maintenance. You have to make sure that if I'm using the Ethernet cable need very low maintenance. very low maintenance. So better to use Ethernet cable if distance is 100 meters. If distance is below 100 meter, use Ethernet. But if distance is more than 100 meter, then you don't have option. Then you don't have option. Then you have to use fiber cable only. Then you have to use only fiber cable. Again, in the fiber there are two types of cable. There are two types of fiber cable: single mode fiber cable, single mode, and multi mode. Multi mode, guys. I am live here on my YouTube channel. It's live session, right? I'm live to talk to you, not to just type the topic and discuss the topic, cover the syllabus. Not at all. I am interested to talk. If you also have question, you can ask me. I am here in the live. If you have question, you can ask. But if I am asking you a question, you should share. If you will participate in the Q&A, not only here in the live session, whenever someone is posting technical questions on social media, if you are in the same industry, if you are learning, if you are in the learning phase, you should always participate in the Q&A. If you will participate in the Q&A, if you are going to share your answer and sometimes your questions as well on the social media, then you will learn a lot. The best way to master the networking skill is participating in the Q&A. Networking is not about learning the theory. It's not all about the learning theory, guys. Networking is just 20% theory and 80% practice. Networking is 80% practice and 20% learning theory. Learning. Networking means 20% learning and 80% practice. Where you can practice. You can practice by participating in the Q&A. Whenever someone is asking question, raise your hand and say, hey, I want to share my answer. If you are sitting in the office, right, you can share your knowledge with your team members, with your seniors. If you have question, you can discuss that with your seniors. This way you can take your networking skill to the next level, not by watching the videos or just reading the lots of books. That is not the correct way to master the networking skill. It's all about 80% practice. And whenever you are learning any new thing, you should test, right? You have the simulation software. You don't need live network, real devices, physical devices only. You can practice in the simulation, right? Whatever tools are required to master the modern networking, today's networking, are already available on internet at free of cost. You don't need to pay anything for any simulation software. All are free. Cat 6, Cat 7 or Cat 8, Saudi Arab, fast Ethernet, very good. Now, my question is, what is difference between single mode fiber and multi-mode fiber? What is the difference between single mode fiber and multi-mode fiber, guys? Please share your answer in the comment section. Come to point, buddy. Yeah, thank you, brother. Difference between single mode and multi-mode fiber? Tell me the difference between single mode and multi-mode. Single mode. For short distance, use multi-mode, and for long distance, use single mode. Very good. For short distance, let's say distance is 200 meter, you will use multi-mode fiber cable. Distance is 1 kilometer or 5 kilometer or 10 kilometer, you will use fiber cable. Praful, if distance is 1 kilometer, am I going to use our own dedicated link? Yes, brother. Between the data center, you are going to use your link. Might be possible distance is 500 meter. In that case also, you need fiber cable only. You cannot use Ethernet. The most important thing in the campus area network is now here. Guys, which device to connect all the building? Which device we need to use to connect all the building? As I told you, 3 buildings. Now I am designing the network in proper way. This is my A switch 1, access layer switch 1, A switch 2, and A switch 3. Means access layer switch 1, access layer switch 2, and access layer switch 3. Similarly, here in building 2 also, I have some access layer switches. 2 buildings, I am assuming only 2 building. A switch 4, A switch 5, and A switch 6. 2 buildings are there, that's it. Let's make it simple. Single mode use for connect long distance connection. Very good. And here are the users. Two distribution layer switch. Connected like this. Here as well, I have some end devices. I will talk about the design. I will talk about this design, that why I am connecting like this. Because this is, guys, already proven architecture structure. This is already proven that if you are going to design your network in this way, then you will achieve better stability, better redundancy, scalability, right? Now, my question to you is, this is building 1. Building 1, and this is my building 2. Building 2. Inside the building, it might be possible we have multiple departments, right? Let's say this user, and this user belongs to IT department. This, this, and this belongs to, let's say, sales department. Similarly, here also I have some department in building 2. Let's say this, this, and this. Like this, we can have multiple users in one department. Here, I cannot design the real network, but in packet tracer, I am going to show you how. So when I am saying one user, you can assume multiple user, right? Some can be connected through wired, some can be connected through wireless with the help of AP. Let's say these are the admin from the admin department, or network admin, and again this, this, and these two depends, belongs to, let's say, HR department. Any department inside the building, we have multiple departments. Guys, 38 people are watching me here in the live. Please hit on like button once. If you will like the video, others will also get notification. My question to you is this, very important question. 2 buildings, very simple, in one campus. distance doesn't matter. If distance is below 100 meter, you are going to use Ethernet cable. If distance is more than 100 meter, you are going to use fiber cable, right? And here definitely we'll use multi-mode fiber cable. Question is how we will connect this. If I am going to connect this to this and this to this, is it the right way? Is it the correct? Is my CAN network scalable, stable, reliable? Is high ability there? Or this is incorrect? It will work? Yes, definitely it will work. It will work. But question is it the correct design? The proven design? Is it the proven by the industry experts? By the global leaders? What leader says? What expert says about the campus area network? Like when you need to connect two buildings together, how you should connect? Someone is saying no. What about you? If you are not participating in the Q&A, I must tell you, if you will participate, it will be very beneficial for you. This is not the correct way. Removed. Question: how to connect then, Praful? See, what is the issue over here? If I am going to connect it like this, like this, what is the issue over here? What is the issue in this case? For an example, I need to add one server room here. The small server room, again in the server room, there are lots of servers, switches. Where you will connect your server room? Where you will connect your server room? Through distribution? Okay, that is also fine. Through distribution you can connect. But where you will apply the policies? Where you will apply the QS? Which device will handle all your internal routings, policies? How you will control the traffic? If you need to add one more access point, will your network handle that? After 6 months, if 600 users are going to increase, will my network handle that? Or should I need to redesign the network profile? If you are going to connect like this, definitely you have to redesign your network. This is not the correct way to design the network. Now guys, here both I will take line from the both building to one core layer. These are distribution layer, access layer and distribution layer. Now what I will do, I will create one core layer in my network where maybe here, let's say my core layer is R1, R2, which one? Which two? If I will talk about these core switches, if I will talk about this, these core switches, so this core switches can be my catalyst 9500 series switch. It can be catalyst 9500 series switch. And if I will talk about the distribution switch, so distribution switch can be my catalyst most used distribution layer switch is 9300 switch, 9300 series switch for the distribution layer, right? Because 9300 switches supports SD access as well, like you can manage it through DNAC or Catalyst Center. That is SDN based solution, means we can manage it through SDN as well. At the same time, these switches are designed for gateway, right? You can configure HSRP here for the FHRP for first hop, redundancy protocol for gateway, for multiple gateway, for the failover, right? So catalyst 9500 switch for the core layer and 9300 switch for the distribution layer. This is my core layer, core, and this is my distribution, this is my access. Now I'm going to connect both building to the core layer. Like this. Now any new building or server room will be connected with your core layer, not with distribution layer switches, right? There is no any direct link between building and distribution layer. Both the building are connected through core layer, which is responsible for high speed routing, right? Which type of routing? For LAN routing. LAN and WAN both switches are responsible for LAN routing, and routers are responsible for WAN routing. Here also we can have link. Now I'm assuming this company has some application, let's say SQL application. Let's say the company has corporate application, or in simple word I can say app 1, app 2. SQL, let's say app 1, app 2, app 2. Where? Over the cloud. These applications are hosted over cloud. Which cloud? For an example, AWS. AWS is the most popular cloud. AWS is the most popular cloud. So I have some services on cloud. Similarly, let's say I have one data center somewhere, DC. By the way, you will not have only one DC, because nowadays, if I will take example of company like the Zomato, Tesla, or any company, Amazon, this company can not rely on single data center, because their services, their users, their clients, their servers are distributed, right? Users are working from home, cafes, airport. Some applications are hosted over cloud. Means apps are hosted everywhere. Maybe cloud, maybe application, maybe in data center, headquarter, branch, distributed. Their services are distributed. They need reliable, fast, and secure network, a smart network. Business business's requirement is different today from the past 10 years. Today, all the companies need fast, speed, and smarter network. All the businesses are depend on network only. So at this moment of time, in 2025, company cannot rely on single data center, right? Definitely there will be multiple data center, but I am assuming that there is one data center somewhere. One data center is there somewhere, and the data center, again, I have some services, app 4, app 5, website, company website, anything. And if someone from here want to access the cloud application, how they will access? They will access through core layer, right? They will access through core layer, means through your router. For the redundancy here, you are going to connect ISP. ISP1, let's say ISP2. Again, it depends. What is your requirement? Single home, multi-home, dual set, dual multi-hop setup, single multi-hop setup, which kind of setup you need. And then ISP1 will be connected to ISP2 also. Similarly, router 1 and router 1 will be connected to ISP2 as well. And your clouds are reachable through both ISP. Clouds, the application which we have hosted on the cloud, are reachable from both sides, from the router 1 also, means from the ISP1 also, and from the ISP to also. If any link, let's say this link will goes down, will any service impact? If this link will goes down, will any service impact? If ISP1 will goes down, will any service impact? If R1 will goes down, will any service impact? If R2 will goes down, will any service impact? If this switch will goes down, will any service impact? This switch, distribution switch 1, distribution switch 2, distribution switch 3, 4, will any impact? If any switch from the distribution layer to the cloud or the DC reachability, there will be, guys, still reachability, right? There are multiple paths, that is called redundancy. So this is, how I have designed this network. This design is already proven by global leaders, global experts in the networking industry, and so many enterprises are using this structure only, because it is already proven that if you are going to design network in this way, then see, there is scalability. If I need to add one more access layer switch or AP, no problem, I can add it very easily. If I need to add one server room here somewhere, a small server room, I can connect the server room like this. If I have more building 3, or I am implementing the planning implementation of network in new building, I can connect that building very easily. Just I need to set up LAN there in that new building, and as I have a dedicated core layer to connect my multiple departments, very easily I can manage the new buildings or new departments. This is called scalability. That's why I'm saying here we have scalability. About the configuration. About the configuration, guys, which protocols I need to enable on access layer switches? How many protocols are required? At least tell me 2 to 3 protocols which is required on access layer switches. Like you can say Praful VTP for propagating the VLAN information automatically, dynamically. 45 people are watching, 34 likes are there. Please hit on like button if you have not liked the video till yet. Right? Tell me name of few protocols that you will configure on access layer switches. Now, is my network done, Praful? Have we achieved everything? Is it sufficient for enterprise company? Not at all. How many percentage is done, Praful? Let me tell you how many percentage is done if you have connected your all devices in this way. 10%. 10%. If you are not going to configure this network now properly, then there will be again outage, downtime, performance issue. Right? Your redundancy, see, even we have two gateway, even I have two gateway, but until and unless we will not configure the HSRP protocol properly, or VRRP properly, or GLBP properly, can I achieve redundancy? No. Then what is the logic of adding multiple gateway? No logic then, Praful, no logic. Now, the most important thing is the configuration on each and every device. Why planning is important? Planning, network planning is very important, because here, even we have connected all the physical devices, wired device, wireless device. But if you are not going to configure it properly, there is no logic. of adding multiple redundancy here. If you will not configure the OSPF routing protocol properly here, OSPF protocol properly here between R1, R2, this switch, and distribution layer switches, it might be possible that sometime there will be outage, downtime. Maybe few users or few one building can get disconnected from your DC, from your cloud application. Yes, it might be possible. I have seen this many times in the industry. Few peoples are not able to access the services, they are completely disconnected. At the same time, other buildings users are able to access that application. Why it's happened? Guys, most of the time I have seen the failover is not working, networking is going down, outage, downtime, just because of the configuration. Because people are doing good research, good work on connecting the devices physically, but people are lacking in the configuration. They know how to enable HTTP protocol on all the switches, just I need to run command spanning tree mode RSTP or RPBST. Is that sufficient? Not at all. That is not sufficient. If you, I will talk about the HTTP. So you have to optimize the protocol. Optimization is important here, right? We need to optimize the spanning tree protocol so that loop will not form in the topology. At the same time, you will achieve the redundancy. Ether channel. For high availability, here we are going to configure ether channel for the redundancy. But if you will not configure the ether channel properly, it is not just about enabling the OSPF, sorry, enabling the ether channel, LACP protocol or PAGP protocol. More than, there is something more than enabling the LACP or PAGP protocol. You have to first optimize, enable, optimize, and then improve. Similarly for OSPF also, here if we have better bandwidth, which link should be prefer first, which link should be prefer second, which should be the backup link. In that way you have to optimize, and then you have to decide the configuration. Guys, on the switches, see, you must have learned in CCNA VTP protocol, DTP protocol, TDP protocol, or LLDP protocol, STP protocol, ether channel protocol, right? Port security, port security, span, local span or remote span, but span, syslog, DHCP snooping, right? ARP inspection. I am asking you what protocols you are going to enable on these switches. These all protocol powerful. And even this is not sufficient. So many protocol is going to be enabled on devices. TDP, VTP, DTP, LLDP, STP, Ether channel, port security, span, syslog, DHCP, snooping, ARP inspection, port security, and many more. HSRP is different. For the HSRP is required on distribution layer switch to create virtual gateway. Virtual gateway. For the routing, OSPF. If you are even not going to configure the BGP properly between your edge devices and ISP, failover will not work. And many times I have seen this in the industry. Many times I have seen that this is network users connected to router R1, and this router is connected with two different ISP. ISP1, ISP2. Let's say on router number 1, we have configured the failover. BGP is running. BGP is running and failover is already configured. failover. How failover? Let's say with the help of SLA. SLA, with the help of SLA, we are tracking the ISP1. ISP1 is my primary ISP. Primary and backup. Backup. Primary and backup ISP. Through ISP only, LAN users are accessing internet, are only accessing cloud application, are only accessing data center, are only accessing headquarter, all the sites. My question to you is this, IPSLA. My question to you is this. See, this is very clear that when this link or ISP1 bill goes down, your SLA bill goes down, and when SLA bill goes down, router 1 will shift all the traffic from this WAN link to this WAN link, from ISP1 to ISP2. But guys, if the link quality is poor, if quality of link is poor, not complete down, in that case, will R1 perform failover? Will R1 perform failover then? Tell me. Tell me, I want to see. If the quality of this WAN link is poor, will R1 perform failover? This is not complete down. SLA is still getting reply. If SLA is still getting reply, that means SLA is up. If SLA is up, your track is up. If your track is up, you are still forwarding traffic towards ISP1. No. Someone is saying no. And in this case, if customers are complaining that, hey, I started getting latency, voice traffic are getting dropped, then here you have to perform manual failover. Manual failover. And you know, in 90% cases, guys, people are not able to perform manual failover here, right? Are not able to shift the traffic from ISP1 to ISP2 manually. To shift the traffic from ISP1 to ISP2, you need a strong knowledge of BGP. If you have the strong knowledge of BGP, then only you can shift the traffic manually. See, many people are saying no, that is absolutely fine. You are correct. It will not shift the traffic. Here we need to shift the traffic manually. And in 99% cases, network engineers are not able to fail over. They are suffering. Many network engineers are paying me when they are stuck in these kinds of scenario to help. These are the issue of optimization only. If you know the design and configuration, you can perform failover very easily. Manually, you can, yes. So let's talk about a few points of campus area network designing, and after that, I will come on this again. Understand the business requirement. Whenever you are designing the network, the most important thing is you need to understand the requirement, business requirement. Business requirement means, as I told you, how many buildings are there, how many floors are there, how many departments are there inside the building. The most important thing which you should consider before designing the network every time, whether it is a small network, large network, medium sized network, CAN network, LAN network, MAN network, or WAN network. If we are designing network, we have to first think about our needs. Why we are designing the network? What is the requirement? How many buildings are there? How many users are there? How many devices are required? Which type of end devices are there? Where is the critical user? Where is the normal user? Where is the server? Where is the critical services? Where is the normal services? If I will ask you one question, can anyone tell me one thing? I have one question, very interesting. Let me discuss this question first. After that, again, I will come on this point. Very important. If you are the network engineer or planning to become a network engineer, then definitely this question is for you. I am going to design. See, don't focus on network designing here, because you might will think that Praful, this network design is wrong. Network design is wrong because there is no redundancy. But for an example, I am assuming that here I have two access layer switch. For an example, A switch 1 and A switch 2, and here some users, servers, I don't know, and one distribution switch, D switch, connected like this, and here is a router. Router is connected to, let's say, internet and MPLS. What I am saying, this distribution switch has bug. If this distribution switch has bugs, guys, some virus is there, and or let's say the update is not coming for this switch, this is end of life. There is no support from Cisco, right? IS is not, security issue is there, security issue is there, security issue. The security update is not coming for this particular series of router, right? That means this is my older switch. In this case, if you need to replace this switch, if you need to replace this switch, can you replace it? Because see, if I am going to replace this switch, minimum to minimum time, guys, if everything will work fine in the activity is very simple. Replace the distribution layer switch. This is the activity. We have decided that today night we are going to perform this activity. Activity is simple. Need to replace distribution switch. But if everything will goes well, if there will be no any issue, that is again very rarer. In the every activity, guys, in the network, issues is common. Issues is very common, right? Whether it is IS upgradation or device change or troubleshooting the issues. Whenever we are planning the activity, we are not expecting that everything will go well. Might be possible things will not goes well. But if everything will goes well, then also it will take minimum 20 minutes. Minimum 20 minutes. It will take minimum to minimum 20 minutes if everything will goes well. If no any issue will occur. But for 20 minutes, don't you think that this access layer switch 1, access layer switch 1, 2 will goes down? Don't you think so? Yes or no? Tell me in the comment section in the chat. If I am going to replace distribution layer switch here, will my complete network goes down or not? Is there any way? Is there any way to save it? I don't want complete network down and want to replace this switch. Is it possible? This is an interview question. How it's possible? Tell me. How? How it's possible? Tell me. Without complete network down, how I can replace this switch? Distribution switch. Tell me how. how I can replace this switch. Use a breezer. Think about it. Think about this scenario. How we can replace this switch without complete down, right? Below distribution layer, we have some access layer, and here we have users. And guys, if here I have two distribution layer switch, and then if I need to replace one switch, if I have two distribution layer switch one here at this distribution layer, and I need to replace one, will complete network goes down? Absolutely no. By adding redundant, yes, by adding the redundant switch for a particular time, for 20 minutes, half an hour, a 1 hour, you can add one switch. Do you think that for 1 hour I will add one switch here, I will connect this, will configure? That's what redundancy should be there. And think about this scenario very carefully. You can share your perspective on this, your point of view on this in any video on my channel. Whenever you are sharing your thought, knowledge, idea, suggestion on PM Networking YouTube channel, I always check your comments. I am the only one who is checking the comments. There are team members, but guys, those team members are not responsible for two tasks. One, taking the classes, live classes. Second, checking the YouTube comment section. It might be possible sometime my team member can reply you on the LinkedIn or maybe reply on Facebook, but no one except me is going to reply you on YouTube, because on YouTube serious people are there, and many time I have seen so many serious good queries, serious questions in the comment section of YouTube. This is the reason why I am managing the YouTube by myself. Let me take you again to the PDF and think about that scenario. That is your question. So must think about network designing. Any network or is designing and configuration both is requirement of business. Number of users or number of floors, how many users will be there, how many floors will be there. Department in each buildings or at each floors, how many department will be there, HR, finance, admin, R&D. Server room location, where you are going to deploy the server room, right? It should be at central location, right? See here, usually central or on the ground floor, or at the central location between the building, at the central location. Within the building you can put it at ground floor. Even in the building, many times we are implementing all routers, switches, firewalls at ground floor only. Yeah, firewall was not there in previous scenario. Instead of router you can use firewall as well, or after router you can add the firewall. Definitely firewall will be there. Second point, number of users and devices at each floor in each building. How many devices are required? For an example, 100 users are there at each floor. 100 users are there at each floor, and I have switches. Definitely I will have switch in a stack. A stack means multiple ports will be there on single switch, right? Not on the physical switch, but in the stack or VSS. But I will be having, I am assuming that this switch is in a stack, right? And 100 ports are there. So one switch is sufficient at one floor. If 100 users are there, 100 wired users are there, let's say 100 wireless users are also there, it might be possible you need two APs as well, right? But guys, for the future, or if any new user is going to join, where you will connect them? At least for 100 user, 20 to 30 ports should be free at each floor. How many devices are required? In the stack, I need maybe two stack wise switch, right? Or might be possible that I need four access layer switches at each floor, right? So according to the requirement, the first point was requirement, which is already in my mind, that okay, the requirement of this company is this. I am the network architect, I am the designer who is going to design the network, for an example, for a company, right? Or for a bank, or for a hospital, for a university, or for an enterprise site. So what I will keep in mind, first thing, requirement. What is the requirement of the company, business? Second, how many devices based on users and their services? How many devices are required at access layer? First, how many devices are required at access layer? How many devices are required at distribution layer? How I am going to connect? How many cables are required? Then, how I will connect my distribution layer to core layer to connect multiple buildings? One, two, three, four, five. So all building will be connected to core layer. So at core layer, how many devices are required and how many cables, which type of cables are required? Not blindly, by also keeping in mind what protocols I am going to configure based on the business need. So everything is connected. You cannot learn only the designing, you cannot learn only the configuration, you cannot learn only troubleshooting. If you want to learn troubleshooting, you have to learn designing also. You should have basic idea of designing as well. You should have basic idea about the cabling also. You should have a basic idea about the configuration also. If cloud based applications are there, you should have basic idea about the cloud as well, so that you can manage the cloud based application. If you are managing your network through AI, you should have basic idea about the AI as well. If you are managing your LAN devices through SD access, through DNA center or catalyst center, you should have idea about that also. If you are managing your devices through a script Python, so you should have idea about the Python also. And if you are someone who is, let's say, good enough in CCNA, if you are the good enough, excellent in the CCNA plus CCNP, you will definitely learn other things as well. You know, people who are not learning the modern technologies, who are not good in the CCNA and CCNP, the people who are good in CCNA and CCNP, it's very easy to learn the modern technologies for them. And who have started the learning will definitely up to date their skill. If they have started, they will update their skill up to date. They will learn till today's technologies. Definitely start from, they will start from maybe older technologies or maybe from the modern CCNA. Even today's CCNA is going to teach you the cloud. Today's CCNA is going to teach you the automation, right? Python is there. Automation tools are there, Ansible, Terraform. Cloud introductions are there. Virtualization is there, container, hypervisors, already there, right? So if you are going to learn the, let's say, modern redundancy, uptime, can IPSLA not track latency? No, for the to track the latency or jitter, IPSLA will not work. You have to use BFD protocol, right? BFD is a link liveness protocol. BFD can detect the jitter and latency, and based on BFD, by using BFD and SLA, you can configure the failover in case of poor link quality as well, right? So to design the network, we need to keep in mind requirement first. Till now what we have discussed, first requirement, then number of user, number of devices, by keeping in mind our configurations. Configuration means, for an example, if clients are non-technical, They don't know how to configure the IP addresses. They will always get IP from the DHCP server. So where you will add the DHCP, right? Are you going to enable DHCP service on router or distribution layer switch or core layer, or you have the dedicated server for DHCP in the server room? These are the planning, right? So proper planning is required. So number of users and number of devices, 102 user per building or per department. Devices, how many IP phones are required, how many access points required, how many printers are required, how many servers required, mail server, DNS server, DHCP server, web server, doesn't matter. But based on your requirement, business requirement, you are going to calculate these all things. You will use the paper and pen. It is not like install the devices in rack and just connect it. And you can even not learn single technology. All the technologies are connected. Even once you will start learning, you will have curiosity to learn the modern technology, right? What will happen there? Let's say someone know how to configure the switch, access switch, how to configure the VLAN, how to configure this port for data VLAN, for voice VLAN, and they know that okay, access switch is connected to distribution switch. So definitely they will be searching what will be the configuration on distribution switch. They will start searching, right? And once they will start searching, they will learn it. Next point, key business need. Guys, as per our previous design, network design, what I told you, the most important thing, high availability. High availability, then scalability, performance, security, centralized services, and wireless access. There are some guest users should definitely have the access of your internet through your network, right? If someone is sitting in my office, it's my responsibility to provide internet access to him. But at the same time, I have to keep in mind that how I will keep them separate from my corporate network. I cannot allow guests to enter in my corporate network. That is my private network, right? It's very important to secure it. So whether it is wired, wireless, security is too important. So you have to keep these all things in your mind. How to connect the devices for high availability, for scalability. Now question is, what do you mean by scalability? Guys, here I am writing three words. Scalability, first reliability, and redundancy. Tell me one thing. Are these three same or different? Are these three same or different? Guys, if someone has not liked the video, please like the video once. It's a humble request to you. Please like the video once. 24/7 uptime, redundancy, can IPSLA, okay. We do, we need to do a redundancy. Yes, absolutely fine. They all are different. So can you explain these three terms in thought, in few words? What is scalability, what is reliability, and what is redundancy? Let me check in my laptop. Somewhere I should have the notes. Notes for these three terms. Yes, here it is. And one more term is there, that is stability. See, what is stability? Stability. Why stability is important? Because network should run smoothly without crashing or misbehaving. If your network is misbehaving or it's crashing sometime, That's not good sign, right? Even in the night, when there is no client, no user, when you are sleeping, at that time also, your network should not misbehave at all. That's why that is stability. Stability means you are using an enterprise network for your job. If the switch suddenly stop forwarding traffic, that is instability, right? Or a misconfigured routing protocol creates loop, that is instability. The entire office can lose internet or server access, that's instability. That is instability. So we have to take care of our network. Network should be stable. What we can do, we can have redundancy switch, right? Backup switch, right? We will optimize the STP protocol so that STP will take care of loop. If you are just going to enable the STP and there is design issue, then it might be possible loop will form there. If there is issue with design and even you have enabled the STP, loop will form. Or if there is no redundancy, then STP is not required. But how many of you know that if I have single switch connected to router for an example, my home network, here STP is not required. So I should stop the STP protocol on the switch. By default, STP is enabled. If it is enabled, is it required? It's not required at all. So many configurations are there in the default operating system. You have to take care about this, what we are using, what we need to enable, what we need to disable also, because unnecessary if STP is running, it is sending the BPDU, it is consuming the memory, it is using the CPU, it can definitely reduce the performance. So if it is not required, doesn't matter, by default it is enabled, but it's your responsibility to disable it. It's your responsibility to disable it. Stability is for growth, redundancy is for failover, and reliability is for accessibility. Very good, great, right? So it is not mandatory that whatever default configuration is there on the router, that will be always there, not mandatory, right? So most important thing in the network, in any network, is stability. Network should be stable. Stable means if network is misbehaving automatically, if loop is there automatically, if sometime you are able to see the loop means mac flapping, if you are able to see some kind of mac flapping in your network automatically, that is instability, means your network is not stable at all. Two chance, two reason: design issue or configuration issue. Means if you have not designed your network with proper planning, or you have not configured your network correctly, can create a stability issue, can create instability. So that's why I'm saying, see, use proven network design. The proven network design, which is your two-tier architect, three-tier architect, spine leaf, and there are so many other architect as well, right? Hub and spoke, mesh, ring topology, mesh topology. These are what? These are proven design. So according to your business need, according to your requirement, you should use the proven network designs like 3T architecture. Enable STP to prevent the loop, proper VLAN and routing configuration. Proper VLAN, right? VLAN is also not like just about putting the AND devices in data VLAN or voice VLAN and creating the same VLAN on multiple devices so that they can process the traffic. For the VLAN also proper planning is required, right? Which you are learning in CCNA and CCNP, by the way. CCNA and CCNP is all about enterprise network. It's all about enterprise network only. Proper VLAN, and then don't overload devices. Avoid CPU, memory spikes. What I told you, like STP, if you are STP is not required, disable it. If I have two router, and let's say for the routing, I have enabled both protocol, EIGRP and OSPF. for the redundancy that okay, when OSPF bill goes down, then EIGRP will work. When EIGRP bill goes down, OSPF will work. Is it true? Not at all. Right? Both are going to use their CPU. So that's why don't overload the devices. Take care of CPU. You are the doctor of network. If you are the network engineer, that means you are the doctor of network. You have to check the health of your devices. You have to take care about the CPU utilization, memory utilization. If there is any issue, right? You are the doctor. Remember, if there is any issue related to router health, physical health, or protocol is not healthy, so who will fix it? Who will give the medicine? You are going to give the medicine. Network engineers are the doctor of networks, any networks. Okay? Doctors of your networking devices, routers, switches, firewall, and so on. Let me move further. Yeah. The next point is scalability. Scalability is all about growth, right? Why stability? The network should be able to grow easily when the company grow. As your company will grow, your network will also grow. And your base network design should be able to handle new devices or new users, new services, new protocols. Okay, so network should be able to grow easily when the company grow, when the business grow. Then you designed a network for 100 users. This is example, right? For every terms there is one example. So for an example, you have designed a network for 100 users. At this moment of time, when you are designing the network, then there are 100 users. Guys, 45 people are watching me. If you have not liked the video, then please hit on like button once. Thank you. Welcome, sir. Welcome. Thank you so much for your support, for joining, for sharing your feedback in the chat. So what I'm saying, you designed a network for 100 users because right now 100 users are only there. But after 6 months, three new departments are added with 150 more users. This is for future after 6 months. See, we are taking care about future, right? So in the future, we are going to add 150 more users with three new departments. You know, to separate the department, we can use the VLAN, right? So three more VLANs are required because these are new departments. Right? Let's say HR, sales, admin departments are already there, and now we have added the finance department. So I cannot put the finance department user in HR or sales or admin department. Otherwise, where is the isolation? If I need to configure any quality of service for new department, how I can configure? Not possible, right? So make sure you will put that in different submit in the different broadcast domain. If you are going to add the new departments in different broadcast domain, you can easily configure the security, easily configure the quality of service. You can easily apply the policies. You can easily control the traffic with existing department and new department. So you need to keep in mind the scalability as well before designing the network. While designing the base network, when you are designing network for any company for the first time, that is going to be base network. That is base network. We'll talk about that in one video. If you need video on that, you can let me know in the comment section. That Praful, what is the difference between designing a fresh network, new network, what we call to that term, or adding some devices, services, department in the existing network? What is the difference, right? We can talk more about that. So here you have to think about the VLAN for different departments. You have to think about IP addressing, the subnetting, how you will plan IP addressing for new departments, for new 150 users. Honestly, my first time, and I am enjoying your live session. Thank you so much, brother. for sharing your feedback. It's my pleasure. Same here, Dami. Actually, this is my main motivation, right? I am speaking from more than 1 hour. So from where I am getting this kind of energy from your comments like this only, right? When I saw your comments on YouTube videos, when people are appreciating, are saying learning, many people are saying, I got job in this company, that company by watching your videos. After completion of MPLS series, many people are saying this. Many people are saying, after completion of your MPLS playlist, I got placed in this service provider company, in this enterprise company. Thank you so much. So that motivate me to work hard, right? To write the best content in the networking industry. And I always try to make the complex topic too easy so that even layman can also understand if they have interest in the networking. If you are the interested, then my all videos, whether it is CCNA, CCNP, SD-WAN, right, will be very easy for you to understand the technology because everything is explained in easy language with easy examples, and all are real example, right? Real time example. That is my personal experience. So thank you so much, whoever are sharing your feedback. Bless my heart. I am following you. Same here, same here. Hello, sir. Please share your LinkedIn handles. Search Praful Mishra there on the LinkedIn. At the last, you can remind me. Definitely, I will share. Okay, so let's come on the topic now. What is that? Sir, AI replace network engineer? No, brother. AI cannot replace the network engineer job. Network engineers are only going to use the AI, no? AI will create the job for network engineers. Will not replace the job, right? AI means what? The network is getting complex nowadays. Network is getting complex, so managing manually is not possible. After 5 years, we cannot manage the network manually. So we are using AI. Right? As a network engineer, trust me, I am using AI in my company to manage the network. Like, you know the SNMP protocol? SNMP used to check the health of devices. So manually we are checking, right? We are keeping our eye on the logs, on the dashboard. So instead of you, now AI will be there, who will be sitting like this and will be looking at the logs. While you are sleeping, if there is any critical log, he will inform you that, hey Praful, see that side is down. It's 2 a.m. Sorry to remind you. Tell me, should I fix it? If I'm going to say, yes, 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 AI, just fix it. Then AI will fix it. Right? So the network engineers who are not using the AI, who are not learning the AI, will be definitely replaced. But who are learning the AI, who has the updated knowledge, the modern technologies, SD-WAN, they can never be replaced. Network engineer can never be replaced. But always keep in mind one thing: you have to be updated. If you are the updated, no one can replace you. For next 100 years, I am damn sure that network engineer cannot be replaced. But if you are not learning like only the traditional network engineers, you know the only routing and switching in today's time, then someone will come with the AI and they will replace you. That is absolutely true. But if you are also learning, if you know the AI, how to use the AI, then how AI can replace you? Then you are only the AI. Can AI replace the switch? No, no, AI cannot replace the switch. We can replace the physical switch to the VM, right? Nowadays, we are using even routers as a VM. That is a smart routers. In your SD-WAN, AI is already integrated, right? Today's SD-WAN is more than replacing MPLS. 5 years back, definition was MPLS was just saving the cost by replacing the MPLS expensive WAN. But today's SD-WAN is more than that. Today SD-WAN uses AI for application aware routing to monitor the networks, right? AI can keep their eye 24 by 7 on your network. Okay, so here we have to think about the VLAN, we have to think about proper IP planning for scalability. At the beginning only, when I am designing my base network at that time, that okay, in the future, if I need to add 3 department, so which subnet I will use? Is like that, right? For an example, my main subnet is 192.168.0.0/16, right? And from here I have submitted 192.168.1.0/24 to 192.168.100.0/24 are already used in your network. So rest 100.0 to 100.0 to 255.0 are available for future growth, right? So you have to think about the IP planning as well, IP subnetting, about the switch capability. Switch capability, we are not planned with growth in mind, right? That where you will add the switch, distribution layer switch will have some ports, right, to add the new access layer switch. So about you have to think about the switch capability as well, and you have to redesign everything if it is not scalable. If your network is not scalable, then it might be possible that after 6 months you need to add 150 users with 3 different departments. Because of that, you are redesigning your network. So many companies are there, guys, in the world who are suffering with poor network design. And replacing the redesigning the network is not easy, right? There will be used on time. It will be very difficult. Yes, simple network management protocol. True, true. Right? So AI is nowadays AI. We are integrating AI with SNMP, with all the monitoring tools, network ticketing tools, whatever tools we have, we are integrating AI there. It might be possible that in future we will integrate AI in the OSPF, in the BGP, right? So if you are learning the AI, then you will be doing that work, na? You will be managing your OSPF through AI. So network engineer will be still there. What I tell you, for next 100 years, I am damn sure that no one can replace network engineer. Demand for network engineers will be keep increasing in the future, not decreasing. Right? So that's why, guys, network should be scalable. If network is not scalable, it might be possible we need to redesign our network. And how to achieve scalability? How to achieve scalability? For the scalability, you can use modular design. Like as I told you, modular design means if there is 4 layer distribution layer and access layer which is already proven, then here in 3-tier architecture you are getting the scalability. Scalability is already there. It will be very, very easy to manage new 150 users. Very easy. 3 departments or 3 switches. Easily you can add there. So this is the first thing which you need to keep in mind. Why proven network design is important, why I should use that. You can do some bit modification by yourself, but overall concept, overall structure is based on modular design, right? Then allocate extra IP space per VLAN, right? In each VLAN you can allocate some extra IP address for new users in the future. Use modular switch. Modular switch will have option to add the module there, right? If ports is not available, we can add the new module there with 24 ports. right? So if modular switch is there, then you can increase the ports. S- Stackable switches, right? So that we can stack new switch, and then plan for future department and devices from day one. When you are designing your base network, from the day one only, you need to keep these all things in mind. The third thing is reliability. What is reliability? Why reliability? The network should consistently deliver what it promises every time, right? You are going to sign the SLA, right? Service level agreement. So if your network is down more than to SLA time, then business will get huge loss. And as a network provider company, your company have to pay in the loss, have to cover the loss, right? So that's why reliability is again very important. Network should be consistently deliver what it promises every time. Every time my network should be available. Your email works at 9 a.m. but suddenly fail at 11 a.m. due to the single router crash. So make sure if this router or this link at any point there should be redundancy. At any point there should be redundancy. Hi Praful, why you don't provide other certificate vendor courses such as AWS, Cloud, Network Plus? So many things are pending in the CCNA to CCIE, SD-WAN, Palo Alto, and ASA Firewall. This is the reason, right? Once I will complete these all courses, definitely I will move to cloud as well. In future, I am planning to have a playlist for cloud. I had created playlist earlier for the automation, right? There are some video available on my channel for automation, my video. So I tried, but there are so many topics are still pending. Like you can see this designing topic. Even I have uploaded so many video on CCNA, CCNP, but today I am discussing these all things about the design. So these are the parts of CCNA plus CCNP. So I am taking it from the scratch. Just from last 3 years I am teaching online on the YouTube. And in last 3 years I have covered the complete CCNA theory plus practical with my real-time experience. CCNA, CCNP in core, CCNP in RC, many topics of CCIE, complete SD-WAN, Palo Alto Firewall and ASA Firewall, 7 courses, 3 years with complete theory, complete configuration, and my lots of real-time experience. In next 2 years, maybe you will find the automation full course, cloud course, right? Sir, I can also teach you the server, Windows server. And guys, you know the another reason why till now I didn't teach you the Windows server or the VMware. I am only teaching those courses which is helping me a lot in my professional life. And CCNA to CCIE with SD-WAN Palo Alto ASA. These courses are really changed my life. Yes, these courses have changed my professional life. This is the main reason first I am covering these all courses. And I have experienced lots of experience on these all technologies. So I can share the experience. In future, definitely will teach you the cloud as well. No problem. Okay. So if network fail randomly, user loss trust. So to build a strong relationship with your customers, you have to provide a consistent network, right? You have to deliver a best service, and here reliability comes in picture. Use redundant links, devices, configure logging and monitoring, right? You will be keep monitoring your network so that you can detect the issue before user complain. As a network engineer, it's your responsibility to detect the issue before customer complain. कस्टमर को कॉपरेट करने से पहले आपको इशू को फिक्स कर देना है, राइट? So we can use the redundant link, redundant devices. We can configure logging and monitoring, right? We keep software up to date. Very important, right? Like we always update our mobiles after every 15 days, 20 days, sometimes 1 month, sometimes 2 months, sometimes 6 months. Similarly, we need to keep the our networking softwares also up to date, right? So here keep software up to date like firmware or iOS. Then use enterprise grade devices instead of home router, right? You should use the quality smart devices, smart router, smart switches. And the last thing was high availability. High availability means even if one part of the network fail, user still stay connected, right? So if one device is going down, make sure only few users will get disconnected, right? It should be not like if any device will goes down, my entire network will goes down. Maybe one part of your network will goes down and other parts are still connected. That is high availability. So there are two routers connected to your company to the internet. If one fail, the second one can take over instantly. That's high availability. User don't even notice a problem. Let's come to our topic again. Here I was, right? I was here. High availability, scalability, performance, security, and centralized services and wireless access. Hope it is clear. Let's move. Technical design and planning. The most important thing again, right? Already told you should use the proven architecture like three-tier architecture. So your core layer connects all distribution layer switches with high speed layer 3 routing. Distribution layer aggregates all access layer switches per building, and access layer connect with end devices like your PC, home or access point. This is called technical design planning. And guys, trust me, when I am designing any small network, medium sized network or the large network, if I am saying I am, that means not I am alone. When I am involved in the network designing with team, I also follow these points only. That okay, let me think about high availability, let me think about scalability, let me think about reliability, let me think about stability, like that. Okay. And guys, if still there is someone who has not liked the video till now, then this is not fair. Please like the video if you are learning. Now the most important thing, security, right? If your network is not secure, no one is going to send the data through network, right? So if network is not secure, no one will use that network, right? And companies corporate data are very confidential, right? Very critical. Company always need to take care about their data. Even if I'm going to ask you, hey brother, you know WhatsApp is not secure. If WhatsApp is not secure, if you are sending some message on WhatsApp, it might be possible that your device can get hacked or your device can get virus from the internet. If this is a true, then people will stop sending message through WhatsApp, right? Similarly, network. If network is not secure, no one will use that. I have one another question about that IPSLA. What is the limit of the protocol in the network? As an example, if I have a big network architecture topology, Could I be able to monitor that network? Yes, definitely. Which I didn't understand your question, brother. And definitely you can monitor the network, either it is large network or a small network, doesn't matter. IPSLA plus BFT can be monitor everything. Yes, can be monitor. In the SD-WAN, we are using IPSLA and BFD only to measure the link of the quality of link, and based on the quality configure the failover. For an example, there is one requirement that my company application should be always reachable from branch 1 via MPLS, but this should be the jitter, this should be the delay, this should be the packet loss. If packet loss will increase from 1%, or jitter will increase from this percent, or latency will increase from that a particular label, then shift the traffic towards internet. So here what BFD will do, BFD will be keep monitoring both the link, internet link and MPLS link. Once the quality of MPLS will goes down, it will shift all the traffic over internet. Again, once the MPLS link quality will come up, it will shift the traffic towards MPLS, right? So it will be monitoring and shifting the traffic. It is only possible with the help of BFD and IPSLA. Security. Security is required to protect company data and user from the attack. Many of you already know about the security, and how we can achieve the security. We can use the VLAN for internal security, right? Like between the departments, how we can isolate the department, how we can segment the department. You can use VLAN. The VLAN is a security feature. Then on the switch you can use port security, so that unauthorized user cannot get connected with your network. Only authorized users should be allowed to connect in the network. Port security. Firewall, we can use a firewall for the deep inspection, advanced malware protection, or URL filtering, right? We can have firewall. We can use the ACL to configure policies to control the traffic. For an example, HR department should have limited access of internet. For an example, HR department should be only allowed to access that particular website. That's it. Which website? That is HR portal. Where it is running? It is running over cloud. How it is reachable? It is reachable through internet. So HR users should not be able to access Google server, should not be able to watch video on YouTube, should be only allowed to access the HR portal, right? So you can use the ACL here to limit the access. Then DHCP snooping, right, on your switches. You can secure your VPNs, IPsec, or for the remote access you can use the SSH, right? These are some security protocols or techniques. High availability. For high availability, you can see dual core switches, HSRP, VRRP, Ether channel. For the scalability, I can use VLAN, hierarchical IP addressing. For the better performance, I can use gigabit links. I can use Ether channel. I can use STP tuning. I can use for the security, VLAN segmentation, port security, ACL, firewall. For centralized server, DHCP, these all services can be, or servers can be installed in the centralized server room. For the centralized, for the wireless, your access points, your WLC, Meraki dashboard to manage the wireless access points, or DNA center, right? Catalyst center. Different departments like this way you can plan for IP addressing for different departments. You can see I have already given you this example. We are using different subnet, and we can keep some subnet for future growth. Proper IP address planning, very important to avoid the IP conflict and support growth failure. Use private range, logical subnetting, VLSM as per department or floor, and reserve IPs for servers, gateway, and etc. Like if you are if there is DHCP server, so make sure you have excluded the gateway IP address or the server's IP address, right? The physical server or the VM virtual machines, doesn't matter. So if you have used any IP address from the subnet, make sure you will exclude that from the DHCP server to avoid the conflict in IP address. This is called proper IP address planning, right? And here is some information about a network. Imagine a bank branch loses internet because there is no redundant link. That's why you always need HA and redundancy in enterprise network. Today, what we have seen, we have discussed many things about network design. Guys, if you need one live session for creating and configuring the campus area network, CAN network in the packet tracer, then you can let me know in the comment section. Definitely, I will come live again whenever I will have time for the configuration of CAN. We'll use packet tracer tool. I was thinking to create that today, but today we don't have time now. So I have SD-WAN class just after 30 minutes. So I have to leave this live session. Now I am requesting you all to like the video if you have not liked, and please share your feedback in the chat section. How was this session, live session? If it helps you, if it helped you, then definitely I will come live again, right? I will plan live session every week, right? Once in a week. So please share your feedback. See, without your feedback, it is not possible to make video, right? Work hard. If someone is learning, then definitely I can make videos. I had started my Hindi YouTube channel. I had uploaded 7 CCNA videos as well. After that, I stopped. Why? Because people was not sharing their feedback. So it was very difficult for me to identify that hey, someone is getting benefit from that video or not. If no one is getting benefit, then what is the logic of recording video in Hindi, Praful? Right? And I have so many works. When I am in live session or when I am making the video, that means I have spared the time from my schedule to make the video for you guys. So if you are learning, if you are getting benefit in your professional career by PM networking videos, by the live session, then I'm here ready to work hard to come live every week for you guys. Thank you, brother. How about Windows Server? Thank you. Yes, please. Yes, please. Means for the CAN configuration. Okay, great. So we'll see the CAN network designing in packet tracer and their configuration through live session only. I will come live again. Thank you. Yes, sir. Once you will have that time, it would be more helpful. Definitely, I will come live, brother. Again, I will come live for configuring CAN network, where we will see the implementation of these all protocols, whatever protocols we have discussed here, right? So many protocols. We have only discussed the protocols in LAN, right? Some protocol routing protocols are also there, and some extra features to optimize the network, to improve the performance of network, right? We'll see those all kinds of implementation in packet tracer through one another live session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, sir. Please, we will have, and it's amazing. Thank you so much, Royal. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I learned something today. Oh, most welcome. Here in comment section once live and comment in live chat can't be seen once live video ends. Yes, so you can put after this live session when live will end. After that, you can put in the comment section, please. If you guys are going to share your feedback in the comment section of this video, or you are going to request to come live again to discuss the implementation of CAN network, campus area network, with all the protocols configuration and optimization and improvement, definitely I will come live. I like your class. Thank you so much. Great and super, sir. Thank you so much. Please don't forget to mention your LinkedIn and okay, I'm putting it over here. Otherwise, I will forget. Great and super, sir. Really appreciate. I like your class. Don't forget. I learned something today. Thank you so much. Most welcome, sir, for sharing your feedback. Thank you, sir. Thank you, boss. Thank boss. Thank you so much. सर मुझे पहचाना कि नहीं? सर आपने मुझे पहचाना कि नहीं? आपने कहा था कि कांटेक्ट करना जॉब के लिए। नहीं भाई, मैं नहीं पहचाना। और मैं अभी ये पहचानना भी नहीं चाहता हूँ, क्योंकि मुझे बहुत डर लगते रहता है यार इस चीज़ों से कि कोई दूसरे इंस्टीट्यूट का ज्वाइन करके और फालतू की चीज़ें लिखने लगता है लाइव सेशन में। अभी बहुत सफ़र किया हूँ इस सब से मैं, जिसको कॉम्बो बैच लॉन्च होने से पहले। जब भी लाइव आता था, दो तीन लोग आ जाता था और वो हज़ार के हज़ार कमेंट करने लगते, स्कैमर ये वो। मैं बोला अरे यार, ऐसे कोई बोलता है ना कमेंट सेक्शन में मुझे पहचाना कि नहीं, मेरे दिमाग में वही सब आ रहा है कि भाई क्या हो रहा है, ये फिर कोई आ गया क्या? LinkedIn profile, here it is. Let me put it over here in the chat. Sir, how do I start a networking company from Kenya with Win client, means Windows client? I'm grateful for this class. Thank you so much. The answer of this question cannot be in words, brother, or in sentence. How to do a networking company? If you are planning a business, then you need a proper R&D for that, right? Proper guidance from the experts. It should be not like this, that if I am going to say, "Oh, here just do one thing, purchase few routers, switches and connect it and start your business." So you are following me blindly. No. To start the business, proper planning is required. You need to talk to experts. Hi sir from Korea. Thank you so much. Hello. I'm grateful for this class. Thank you. Most especially your MPLS classes. I love it. You really dealt with a lot of issues. Thanks. Still watching your videos. Thank you so much, Super Holy. I've shared the LinkedIn profile in the chat. You can check. सर EVPN VXLAN का टॉपिक नहीं आया अभी तक, आपने बोला था। सॉरी सर, मैंने बोला तो सही में था, लेकिन अभी तक नहीं अपलोड हुआ क्या? मैंने सोचा था कि लिप्स पे वीडियो बनाऊंगा, लिप्स VXLAN एंड EVPN पे तो ऑलरेडी है वीडियो ऑन EVPN इज ऑलरेडी अवेलेबल ऑन माय चैनल। Guys, if anyone has not liked the video, then please like the video. If you have not liked the video till now, please support. Thanks for dropping your LinkedIn handle. Thank you so much, brother. Or need to be an expert yourself. Do you think I am expert in the networking? Do you think that? Great knowledgeable video. Learn value points of can. Thank you so much, Nilesh, for sharing your feedback. I am writing yes, CCNA next week. Please drop his advice. CCNA next week. Please drop advice. I am writing why. So someone is saying you are the expert. Brother, still I am learning the modern technologies. whenever any update is coming, right? I think in the India I am the first person who is learning the updates about networking technologies. I think so. I'm the first person. Yesterday night there was some cloud integration between two company, and I still remember the last night I had started reading the article until morning around 4 to 5 a.m. I was just searching that only, that how they are going to integrate the things, and in the morning I slept. So I am very passionate to learn the new things, right? The new technology, and waiting for the technology update. Like when after 5 years, before 10 years, MPLS was popular WAN technology. Today SD-WAN is popular. Earlier 20 year, before 20 year, frame relay, ATM was popular, right? Definitely after next 10 years, another technology be will be there for the WAN, right? So I am waiting for those kinds of update, major update as well, right? And whenever any update will come, first I will learn and then I will teach you. That is my main goal. I'm writing my CCA. I'm writing my CCNA exam next week. I need advice. If you are writing your CCNA next week, you have 1 week, just revise all the topics, each and every word, check the questions in the CCNA official book, right? Best practice to pass CCNA exam is what? To practice the questions from the official book, right? Cisco is only going to ask you questions from their official book. If you are able to solve all the questions of CCNA official book, like after every chapter, you will get few questions, some questions, right at the last of topic chapter. So you should test, you should check that I am able to solve those questions or not. If you are able to solve, you can pass the CCNA exam. Even you are going to attempt exams 100 time, you will pass 100 time. There is nothing like rocket science in the CCNA exam. Okay guys, that's all for today then. 80 likes are there, 84 likes. Okay, if still anyone is there who have not liked the video, then please like the video. That's all for today. We'll meet again soon in the next video. I will come live for implementation of CAN network. That's all for today. Bye bye.